everybody, we made it to 2025 together, and I'm very excited for this year, as I'm kind of excited for everything. But I want to start out with a video about the firework effect. So you guys a lot commented that it was a little too fast, and it really wasn't the right topic to put into 30 seconds. So here we go. Here's a longer version of the same video. Now, I like to start with an LED, like a linear LED wall group of this wall here. So it's going to start in the top left corner. This is fixture 201, and it's going down to fixture 300. So left to right, up and down. That's my selection order that we're going to be working with. I'm going to start by putting my lights to full. So at 100, this is step 1. And then I'm going to create step 2, where I put them at 0. Pretty straightforward. I have them turning off and I have them turning on. Now, what gives it that little sparkle out is the transition value in the off. So I need this to be shuffled, random, so it sparkles off, but then turns on in that one uniform movement. And to do this, we're going to shuffle our transition. So let's give that shuffle a couple clicks. And then we need to only have this affect the phaser layer. So I'm going to go over here to my app bar and I'm going to open up the app filter. If you're on a console, you can long press the app button. This will do the same thing. And I'm going to turn off all these other options here so that I'm only affecting the phaser layer. And I'm going to go here to phaser steps, transition, and I'm going to say 0 through 100. And there we go. Now I see they're all turning on together, but then they're turning off at different rates, which gives it this little bit of like a sparkle out. Now I'm going to go and reset my matrix because I want this to go back to being linear. And I'm going to set my phase to 0 through 360. Now I can see that everything is turning on in one and everything is turning off. Now this is where the fun happens, right? This is just the basis of what a firework effect is, but then how do I manipulate it to be what I want? We're just going to do a little bit of this together so we can use a couple of the phaser tools together and then, run with it from there and make some really cool looks. So I'm going to go back into step 1 and I'm actually going to set the width of step 1 to something a lot smaller. Let's try 10 and see how that looks. Okay, kind of like that. It's a little small. Maybe we'll go to 15. Yeah, I like that a little better. Phaser overall, maybe I'm going to set my speed to 60, kind of lock it into place. And yeah, now I can go into my matrix. Maybe I want this to have wings of 2. There we go. Now they're coming together. And maybe I want the off to be a little bit longer. So I want that trail to go into darkness a little bit before it turns back on. This can be done by simply adding a third step or playing with these transition values. So what I'm looking at here in the phaser editor, this is the time it's taking to turn on. This is the time it's taking to turn off. If I'm in step 2, and I go to phaser steps and then transition, and I simply roll this down, they're rolling together. They're rolling in uniform so that I'm still spread out, it's still shuffled, but they're rolling down. Maybe I don't want that option. I'm going to set it back to kind of how it was, and then maybe I'll add a step 3 where I just put my lights to 0 for another step, giving a little more darkness space there. So as you can see, it's really easy now to start saying, okay, what do I want my phaser to look like? And kind of manipulating this from there. So good luck with your firework effects.